Sleep is very important. And, when someone gets in really great shape, people ask them, oh, how much of it's diet, how much of it's exercise? Not many people ask about sleep. I can tell you sleep will be important for that individual. The same thing as a composed individual on stage that handles things well, deals with questions and answers really well, seems really competent. I guarantee they're probably sleeping pretty good. So looking after your sleep's a pretty important one as well. So how do you do that? I can go down many avenues of human physiology, but I'll keep it to just a few easy tricks. So getting ready for bed, you want to stimulate what's called the parasympathetic nervous system. That's your rest and digest system. A lot of people would have heard of the fight or flight system or your sympathetic nervous system. You want to be stimulating the rest and digest before bed. So a good way of doing that is a hot bath or hot shower. Seems counterintuitive, raising your blood pressure. But what will happen is, as long as you're making sure you're going into, say, a cold room, you've left the window open in your bedroom, your body temperature will go up, maybe more than it would do if you weren't having the bath or shower. Then it will come down, and in the cold room, it will go that little bit lower. And that will actually help you sleep and have a more restful sleep. You've also got warm drinks. Having them before bed, not a coffee because it's caffeine, as I went through, lifts the heart rate, maybe a hot chocolate, hot milk, even hot water, something like that. That will stimulate digestion, which is that rest and digest system. Will lower your heart rate, lower your blood pressure, and you'll find it easier to relax a bit. Then you've got reading. Don't read a complex drama novel where you're really involved and you're like this every page. Just something relaxed and chilled. A couple of pages before bed, it will just relax the eyes a bit. And then the last thing is technology. The last hour and a half before bed, you should be winding things down a little bit. If, say, for work, or if you're an entrepreneur, you've got to answer, otherwise you're not making money. Start to just lower the brightness through that hour and a half, and it's just a bit more restful on the eyes. I think one of the worst things people do in the modern world is go from laptop, phone, light on, okay, I'm going to go to sleep, off, off, off. Your brain's still active, so you want to gradually bring things down, and that will help with your sleep. So
okay, so a lot of these things affect your hormones, and we had a chat before, obviously. We spoke how testosterone can actually help you deal with stress. Could you tell me about that again?
Yeah, before coming into testosterone, I'll just elaborate on the points of fight or flight and rest and digest. So I'll circle back round into testosterone after. So your test levels as a man are probably going to be highest in the morning, most likely. A good test of, this may be funny to your audience, a good test for testosterone in the morning is, what's happening? Are you good down there? It's a clinical test. It's not necessarily something doctors are going to tell you to do, but as something as a young lad, a middle-aged lad, an older lad, it's just a very easy way to check, is everything okay? Checking in with yourself, not just mentally, but physically, it's something to know. What you're going to find with stress, so the fight or flight, that's your accelerator. The rest and digest, that's your brake. So through a given day in the modern world, we're accelerating quite a lot. Now, in the ancient times, or pre-humanoid times, saber-toothed tigers will be running at you. Fight or flight's going through the roof is to get you to safety, or to fight it off and grab those tusks and throw it away. We don't have saber-toothed tigers anymore. We've got email pop-ups, scrolling Instagram. Did I get a notification? How did my post do? I emailed this person, they didn't respond. Yada, yada, yada. That sort of thing is stressing people out these days. So we haven't got the fear and anxiety and stress that comes with actual danger. We've got this almost synthetic danger that's stimulating the fight or flight. It's stimulating it a lot. And that's where you're finding people develop things like tachycardia, which is a fast heart rate over 100 beats per minute, some arrhythmia issues, general anxiety, stress, depression, etc. are going to come down to a lot of your hormonal regulation. So what to do in that situation? If you accelerate, you do need to brake sometimes. So the reason I'm using that analogy is think of it like a car. If you accelerate all the time, you're going to crash. If you brake all the time, you're not going to go anywhere. So you need some sort of balance. So I encourage people to work on their braking mechanisms and really channel their accelerations. So testosterone is an elixir of life for men. It's your energy. It's when you get to your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, if you go to your doctor saying you're lethargic, tired, haven't got a libido, chances are it's your testosterone that's suffering. And modern medicine does have therapies for that in the future. So the reason the therapies are there is it's recognized as the elixir of life for men. It gives you your energy, it gives you your power. So that's where you're going to find confidence in the stressful situations with higher testosterone levels. I'm not saying people need to go and get themselves checked, but I think deep down in their soul, a lot of men will know where their testosterone's at. They know if they're higher energy. They know if they're, when in the gym, they've got that aggression. When they're on the punching bag, they've got that aggression. It's that channeled aggression that's the benefit of testosterone. And, when you're getting on stage, again, it's that channel testosterone, it's that stoicism to do things anyway. It's that, you know, if you're waking up in the morning nervous about something, it's having that belief and fight in you to say, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to succeed. It's that inner confidence. Now, a lot of people hear high testosterone and they think it's the aggressive individual that's absolutely stacked and looks like they should jump on the Olympia stage. It's not necessarily the way. You'll find comedians that are out of shape with high testosterone. It's very much a mindset faceted thing that will be involved within your human physiology. So I think the main thing is people to look at what they consume, their diet, their exercise, the people they're around, certainly the media they consume. What is it doing to your mindset? Do you still have that inner belief? Do you still have that morning? What is going on with you and as an individual is going to dictate how you can channel that, certainly getting on stage.